Okay. Sorry, I just get back from the gym.
Rabbi, can I make you a question?
Yes, you can ask a question.
Rabbi, but when you read it Torah with the no, like you show me right now, yeah, yes, before, how do you know where the each um where's how do you know where it's end? Because
Ah,
you show me I can't see
you
anything.
have okay, that's the trick.
Yeah.
That's the trick, Marcelo.
Okay.
So you can go to here. You text this, take out the vowels, take out the cantillation,
Uh-huh.
and you're left with basically what it looks like in the tikkun, except it
Uh-huh.
makes it nice and neat for you. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So the first aliyah of the triennial year, chapter 25, verses 10 to 12. 10, 11, 12 ends right here. And then again, if you go back to that website I showed you and click on that icon, click on this icon, you come up with
Uh-huh.
this. And see, here's the Hebrew numbers, 10 to 11. Here's 10.
No, no,
Here's
no. Yeah, yeah. That's easy. But when you remove the vowels and everything, how do you know where the thing ends?
That's the trick. That's why we're doing
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Okay.
That is exactly, Marcelo, why we're doing what we're doing. And it takes, see, I do it because I go over the readings and I know
Okay.
where they end. And I have that big green book next to me, which is also a tikkun. And if you
Uh-huh.
notice, a lot of times I will look at it and I will look at where the last word is in the reading, in the aliyah. And that way I can kind of know, I can, it's another catch. Now, that's what the gabbis are supposed to do. And
Uh-huh.
what they're doing when I'm reading, when we come to this part right here, which is the end of the first reading,
Uh-huh.
well, let me show you. Let's go through it. Let's do the reading, and I'll show you kind of how it's kind of done. All right. So, um, all right, is this big? Is this large enough for everybody to see? Okay, good. Vita
Yeah, it's
Bear,
fine.
Adonai, El Moshe, Lamor, Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aharon HaKohen, Heshiv et Chamati Me'al Bnei Yisrael Bekan et Kinati Betocham Velo Chiliti et Bnei Yisrael Bekinati. Lechein Emor Chinani Notain Lo et Bariti Shalom. So that's what the gabbis would do to kind of give me, as the reader or anybody who's reading, kind of the clue that that aliyah is ending. Now, if you're somebody like Judy or her son David, who just actually does a great job memorizing this, they know they just know because they work on it a lot. I don't have the time to do that. So, all right, next aliyah, second aliyah, 25, 13 to 15. And they get longer down the road. V'haita lo ul zar o acharav berit kahunat olam tachat asher kine lelohav vaychaper al bnei Yisrael. Let me bring this in a little bit and move this over just in case somebody else is here. Let's see who else is here. Okay, Samsung, very good. Vishem Ish Yisrael HaMukeh Asher Huka Et Hamidyanit Zimri Ben Salu Nasi Veit Av Lashim Oni. 15. Vishem Ha'isha Hamuka Hamidyanit Cosby. Yeah, Cosby. Like Bill Cosby. That was her name. Bat Tsur Rosh Umot Beit Av B'Midyan Hu. So that's the second aliyah. All right, third aliyah, which 25:16 to 26:4. So it's 8 verses, 8 pasukim. So here's the end of the paragraph right here. This is the fourth aliyah, and it's going to go down to, what did we say, 8? See where it says Sheni? Right here. Me'eretz Mitzrayim. Vaydaber Adonai El Moshe Lemor. Tzarur, which is harass, et Hamid Yanim Vehikitem Otam. Ki Tsurim Haim, that you will harass them, Lachem. Benich Lechem Asher Nikalu Lachem Al Devar Paor. Bar Peor. Or Peor. It was a Baal Peor, it's just Peor, I guess, here. That's a place. Va'al Devar Cosby, not Cosme, Elizabeth, Cosby. Bat Nasi Midian, Achotam, Hamuka, Viyom, Hamagefa, Al Devar, Paor. So it's not just because of this Cosby chick, it was because that's just who these people were. She was just an example of who these people were. You know, they were willing to do that. Same way, Hamas is willing to sacrifice their kids, put bombs on them to harass us. Same mentality. In 3,000 years, nothing's changed. You know, we just got better with the wheel. What can I say? Vayhi achare hamagefa vayomer Adonai el Moshe ve'el Elazar ben Aharon HaKohen Lemor. Okay, so we're in the middle of the third aliyah, the triennial aliyah, the third triennial aliyah. And we have this fe, which, as we remember, means betucha, which means it's open, which means this is the end of a paragraph, and this is the start of a new paragraph, and yet it's all one verse. And it kind of looks like this. Vayhi acharei hamagefa, v'yomer Adonai El Moshe. See how it starts? And you're like, well, I don't understand why they did it. They did it to make a point. When we have a new paragraph, it's for us to take pause and kind of reflect on what the meanings are. So even though it interrupts the verse, and there's a couple of places in the Torah where this happens, two other places I believe I read. So it's kind of interesting. And of course, this is what it looks like in the Torah. Su'u et Rosh, Kol Adat, B'nai Yisrael, Mi Ben Esrim, Shana, V'ma La, and we have a silent letter with a silent vowel. That's usually a pause. Ma'ala. Levet Avotam. Kol Yotzei Tzava B'Yisrael. Verse 3. Vaydaber Moshe Ve'elazar HaKohen Otam Be'arvot Moav Al Yardain Yerehu Lamor. Mi be yeah, Gadana.
Look at that, Lamore. I mean, go up again where we were. Just okay. Wait, up there. Um, now I'm lost. It it looked like oh, okay. It was I don't know.
What are you looking at? What are you thinking?
Vamola leva is wait, is that where we were?
Well, this is the beginning of
It was a pronunciation of it looked like a sound, and I thought, and I don't know. You said a, so I was just not sure what I was reading. Maybe that one, but
is that the word you're looking at? Mala.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this is a word again with a silent letter and a silent vowel.
Mm-hmm.
There are words like that
Mm-hmm.
that have a
Right.
an aleph or an ayin,
Yeah.
and there are words that not only will have that, like vayomer. A lot of times there will be no vowels by the aleph. Here we have a silent vowel. So remember that the ayin, back in the old days, the ayin was a guttural silent vowel. It was a,
Uh, yeah.
so, if you were being real pure about it,
Uh-huh.
you would pronounce this v'ma'ala. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a guttural pause.
Allah.
Yeah. So there's no sound, but it's a
Right.
pause in the
Mm, yeah.
letter. That way, there may be a word mala, and that way you're not confusing it ma'la with mala or
Okay.
mala.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, verse 4. Mi ben esrim shana. And whenever you see ben in front of a number like this, from the son of a number, esrim shana, 20 years, it's their age. So it's 20 years old. V'ma'ala, and up, ka'asher, tziva, so that you're commanded, Adonai, et Moshe, uvnei Yisrael, hayotzim, me'eretz Mitzrayim. So that's the third aliyah. So here's the second aliyah if we were reading the full Parsha. But because we're not, because we're doing the triennial, it ends here. See here, it'd be we'd have 47 verses for the second aliyah. Now it looks like a lot, but when you see what these verses are, and you'll see that the second aliyah for the full reading is basically the remainder of the last four aliyot, the four readings of our triennial. And you'll basically see what they are, and you'll see that it's not so bad. It's not such a big deal because of what it is. Okay, so what they're doing is it's basically the same verse over and over again with different names and tribes. That's what all these verses are, and you'll see. Okay, so the fourth reading, 5 to 11. Reuven, Bechor Yisrael. Reuben was the firstborn of Jacob. Bnei Reuven, Chanoch Mishpachat HaChanochi Lefalu Mishpachat HaPalui. So these are the clans now of the various tribes. LeChetzron Mishpachat HaChetzroni Lecharmi Mishpachat HaKarmi. So it's a clan within the tribe of Reuben. Elah, yeah,
So mishpachat is that also means family, doesn't it? It
yes,
means clan. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Thanks.
And you will find this in ancient Hebrew.
Yeah.
It's a very conceptual language, and a lot of the words have various meanings, but they all center around a specific concept. So they use the word mishpacha for family. They also use it for clan, and it makes sense. So hamish pachat hachetzroni, the Hezronites, lecharmi of Carmi, mishpachat, the clan of Ha-Carmi, the Carmites. Ele, mishpachot, so the various clans, Har-Uveni of Reuben, Vayiyu, Pekudehem, how many? Shalosha, Ve'arba'im Elef, so 340,000, Ushva, 7, Me'ot, 100, Ushloshim, and 30. That's how we get the numbers. Okay? Uvne Falu Eliav. Uvne Eliav Nemuel Vedatan Va'avi Ram. And you see how a lot of these names are formed. Eliav. Eli, okay, my father. Father to me. Gemuel. I'm not sure, Numu. I'm not sure what Numu are, something, God. And we know Dayton and Aviram. Dayton, of course, played wonderfully by Edward G. Robinson in the Ten Commandments. Hu Datan Va'aviram Kuri'e. And once again, here's a Kriul Ktiv. So it's written this way, it's read this way. And this way we have a plural, this way we don't. Ha-e-da, and we want to use the plural. Asher, he-tsu, I'm sorry, El Moshe, Va'al Aharon, Ba'adat, Korach, Behatzotam, Al Adonai. V'tiftach haaretz et picha, its mouth, opened its mouth, v'tiv la otam ve'et Korach b'mot ha'eda ba'achol ha'esh et chamishim u'matayim ish vayiyu la nes uvnei Korach lo me to. Two. So the sons of Korach didn't die. Why didn't they die? Because they totally disengaged with what their father was doing. In fact, the sons of Korach became psalmists. And there are 5 psalms that are theirs. And in fact, the psalm for tomorrow, Monday, Yom Sheni, is actually one of Korach's psalms. It's Psalm 47. Mizmor Shir Livnei Korach, a song of the tribe for the sons of Korach. So they were righteous. They just we don't want anything to do with this. Okay, so that was 4. Now we're on 5. We have 11, 12 to 22. And you'll see a lot of this is just it's a lot of census stuff, talking about families and tribes and clans and stuff like that. B'nai Shimon. Now, this is Simeon. If you notice, they had those sons of Levite with Reuben because they joined with them in the rebellion. So they listed them all together. Lamishpachotam Lin Muel Mishpachat Hanemueli Le Yamin Mishpachat Hayamini Le Yachin Mishpachat Hayachini Lezerach Mishpachat Hazarchi Lishaul Mishpachat Hashauli Ele Mishpachot Hashimoni Shanayim Ve'esrim Elef Umatayim. And we have a samach, which means we now have a space of 9 letters. So we are in, that was 13. There we go. There's your space. B'nai Gad Lemishpachotam Litzfon Mishpachat Hatzifoni Lechagi Mishpachat HaChagi Lishuni Mishpachat HaShuni Le'ozni Mishpachat HaOz. It's a longer vowel. It's a longer petach. HaOzni, so it's ah. Le'eri Mishpachat Ha'eri. La Arod Mishpachat Ha'arodi Le'ar Eli Mishpachat Ha'ar Eli Ele Mishpachot B'nai Gad Livkudehem Arba'im Elef Vachamesh Me'ot. And we have the samach, so we have another set of 9 spaces. It's dividing it up between the clans. B'nai Yehuda, Er va'onan, v'yamat Er ve'onan, ba'eretz Canaan. Vayiyu B'nai Yehuda Lemishpachotam L'Shelah Mishpachat HaShelani LePeretz Mishpachat HaPartzi LeZerach Mishpachat Hazarchi. Vayiyu B'nai Peretz LeChetz Ron Mishpachat HaChetz Roni LeChamul Mishpachat Hechamuli. Ele Mishpachot Yehuda Livkudehem Shisha V'shiv'im Elef V'chamesh Me'ot. Okay, we have a samach there, we have a space, and we actually have a new aliyah. So this is 23 to 34. It's our 6th aliyah. B'nai Yisachar, that's your favorite word, Bandana, Yisachar. Lemishpachotam Tola Mishpachat Hatolai Lefuva Mishpachat Hapuni Leyashuv Mishpachat Hayashuvi Leshimron Mishpachat Hashimroni. Ele Mishpachot Yisachar Livkudehem Arba'a V'shishim Elef Ushlosh Me'ot. Okay, verse 26. Here we are. B'nai Zebulun. So now we're in Zebulun. Tribe of Zebulun. Zebulun. B'nai Zivulun Lemishpachotam Lesered Mishpachat Hasardi Le'elon Mishpachat Ha'eloni Leyach Le'el Mishpachat Hayach Le'eli. Ele Mishpachot Hazevuloni Livkudehem Shishim Elef Vachamesh Me'ot. So those were the Zebulunites. Now we're on 28. This is right here. B'nai Yosef. B'nai Yosef Lemishpachotam Menashe V'Ephraim. B'nai Menashe Lemachir Mishpachat Hamachiri Umachir Holid Et Gilad legilad mishpachat hagiladi. So notice the translation, it says of Gilad, whereas the prefix legilad is two. So sometimes the translation is a different preposition than the one we're used to. 30. Ela, B'nai, Gilad, Ezer, Mishpachat, Ha'ezri, Lechelek, Mishpachat, Ha'chelki. Ve'asriel, Mishpachat, Ha'asrieli, the Shechem, Mishpachat, Hashichmi, Ushmi da, Mishpachat, Hashimi da'i, V'chefer, Mishpachat, Hachefri. Utz lafchad, Ben Chefer, Lo hayu, Lo, Banim, Ki, Im banot, Vishem, Banot, Salafchad, Machla, Venoah, Chogla, Milka, V'tirza. Ele, Mishpachot, Menashe, Ufkudehem, Shanayim, V'chamishim, Elef, Ushva, Meot. Now, it's interesting that they talked about Slavchad, only having daughters. Because these are the girls that went up to Moses and said, our father died without any sons. That means our family's going to lose all its land. That's not right. And Moses says, okay, I'll take it up with God. And God says, no, they speak true. Yeah, they're right. We're going to allow women to inherit territory if there's no boys in the family. All right, so that was the sixth Aliyah. Now we have the seventh, which is 17 verses, and it basically brings it home. Ele, Mishpachot, Menashe, these are the final tribes, Ufkudehem, Shanayim, V'chamishim, Elef, Ushva, Me'ot. Ele, B'nai Ephraim, Lemishpachotam, Leshutelach, Mishpachat, Hashutalchi, Levecher, Mishpachat, Habachri, Letachan, Mishpachat, Hatachani. Ve'ele, B'nai, Shutalach, Ve'eran, Mishpachat, Ha'erani. Ele, Mishpachot, B'nai Ephraim, Livkudehem, Shanayim, Ushloshim, Elef, V'chamesh, Me'ot, Ele, B'nai Yosef, Lemishpachotam. B'nai Binyamin, Lemishpachotam, levela, mishpachat, no, habal-i, le'ashbel, mishpachat, ha'ashbeli, la'achiram, mishpachat, ha'achirami. Okay, question. So this guy's name is Bella. Here we have it spelled Vela with a vate without the dagish, and here it's Habal-i, the clan of Belaites. If a Torah reader, if the Baal Kriya says Bella here, is he or she wrong?
No,
As a Gabbai, would you correct him?
no,
Right, you don't have to. Same word.
yeah,
Only if it's a material difference.
yeah.
Only if it changes the meaning, which in this case it really does not. Now, somebody like me who's OCD, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead and, just because. Somebody who really, really knows Torah and really understands the biblical Hebrew would know that that's a V because of the lamed here.
Oh,
It's kind of one of the wacky laws that they have with
okay.
letters.
Mm.
But that's why you have compound letters like bait and vait, chaf and kaf. What's the other one? Pei and fei.
Pay and Fay.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically the same words. You just see
Yeah,
them differently.
yeah.
Sometimes based on the what's going on in the sentence, what the other words are.
In lots of languages, the B and V sound are almost interchangeable.
Yeah,
It's
like in
the same,
Spanish.
in Spanish, it's the same place in your mouth where you say it
Right,
almost.
right. The B is kind of it's a soft B.
Yeah.
Right, right. Okay. Moving right along. Lish fu fam mishpachat hashu fami lechu fam mishpachat hahu fami. So here it's still a fey. Vayiyu b'nei vela. See, here it is vela. Ard v'na'aman mishpachat ha'ardi lena'aman mishpachat hana'ami. Ele v'nei Binyamin lemishpachotam ufkudehem chamisha va'arba'im elef v'sheish me'ot.
Here's where Benjamin is also it's a Benjamin.
Yeah, Binyamin instead of
Yeah,
Benjamin. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Same guy. I mean, you say Benjamin or Binyamin, everybody knows who it is. Not a big deal. Ele v'nei Dan lemishpachotam l'shucham mishpachat hashuchami ele mishpachot dan lemishpachotam. Kol mishpachot hashuchami lifkudehem arba'a v'shishim elef ve'arba me'ot. B'nai Asher Lemishpachotam, Layimna, Mishpachat, Hayimna, Layishvi, Mishpachat. See, Yishvi is the guy's name. It's translated Ishvi, so the Yud can also be an I. Mishpachat, Hayishvi, Livri'ah, Mishpachat, Haberi'i. Livnei, Vari'ah, Lechever, Mishpachat, HaChevri, LeMalkiel, Malkiel, King of God. Mishpachat HaMalkieli. V'shem Bat Asher Sarach. Ele Mishpachot B'nei Asher Livkudehem Shalosha V'chamishim Elef Ve'arba Me'ot. Why did they list a daughter of Asher? Why this? The name of the daughter of Asher was Serach. Okay, here's the story. When the brothers went to Egypt and found out that Joseph was alive and well and basically ruling Egypt, they ran back to tell Jacob, their father. But Jacob was old and frail, and they thought maybe the excitement of knowing his favorite son was alive would actually kill him. And that's not so far-fetched. People win the lottery and they die of a heart attack. That's happened. So Sarah, according to the Midrash, had a beautiful voice, a beautiful singing voice. And they had her basically sit down with Jacob and sing to him and basically sing a song telling him that Joseph was alive. And that way it eased the burden, the news.
The shock.
The shock, thank you. The excitement of knowing that. All right, 3 more verses. Naphtali, B'nai Naphtali, Lemishpachotam, Leyachzael, Mishpachat, Hayachzael, Leguni, the Goonies. Those were the guys that the kids, right? Yeah.
Is it Eli? There's a yud at the end. Do we say that? Hayah, Hayach,
Where are we at?
Hayach, Z.
Leyachzael,
Next one. Keep going.
Mishpachot,
This one.
V'yachzaeli.
Okay, thank you.
Leguni, Mishpachat, Haguni. Leyetzer, Mishpachat, Hayitzri. And you see the E with a family means like it, Shalamites. Leshilem, Mishpachat, Hashilemi. Family of, right? Mishpacha is family, Mishpachat with the taf at the end, family of. Torah, Torah of. Ele, Mishpachot, Naphtali, Lemishpachotam, Uvkudehem, Hamisha, Ve'arba'im elef ve'arba me'o. Ele pukudei b'nei Yisrael shesh me'ot elef va'alef shava me'ot ushloshim. All right, so we'll do the maftir in a minute. I will be right back, actually. All right, let's go to our maftir. And this is actually a maftir of 6 verses, not the usual 3. So at the end of the parsha Pinchas, you may remember that this is where a lot of those maftir readings are for festivals and stuff. All right. Kabbalah Center. Okay. Sounds good. Not really much of a Kabbalah person, but whatever. All right. So this is the maftir for this particular reading. Bayom HaShemini Atzeret. So this is the maftir for Shemini Atzeret. Tiyeh Lachem Kol Melechet Avodah Lo Ta'asu. Vahikravtem Ola Ishe Reach Nichoach Ladonai Par Echad Ayil Echad. Whoops. Kivasim B'nai Shana Shiva Tamimim. Min Chatam V'nis Kehem. And you will find a lot of these words in all of the maftirs. You know, a sweet savior, how many goats, how many sheep, the offer, etc. La par, la ayel, vela kivasim, ba misparam, ka mishpat. Us ir, chatat, echad, milavad, olat, goes up, burnt offering, hatamid, always, umin chata, venis ka. So you see, you have that kind of breath at the end with the mapik, with the dagish and the hay, kind of a ha. Instead of just a ha, it's a ha. Ele ta'asu ladonai b'mo'adechem levad migid rechem v'nid votechem la'olotechem uminchotechem ulniskechem ulshalmechem. Vayomer Moshe el b'nei Yisrael kechol. See the two chafs, kechol, rather than chachol or kechol, kechol. Asher tziva. This is what you were asking about, Marcelo, the dagish and the vav, and it has an ah. So that means it's va. It's got a vowel, so it's not an u. Adonai et Moshe. And that is your maftir. Okay. Questions, comments? So next week is 4th of July. Thank you, Elias. And there'll be no class again on Sunday. But if you come on Friday, I guess Zoe is planning for that service. After the service, we're going to have a little something special. And the folks that were there yesterday from the high desert, from the closed synagogue, said they're going to start coming to Friday night services, which is real good. We'll start having minions again. We can do the extra stuff that we haven't been doing. So, all right. Questions, comments?
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you, Elias. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And
Thank
this
you,
will,
Rabbi.
thank you. I will put this on the website probably in about 20 minutes.
Thank you, Rabbi.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
You too.